Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Deala T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode, and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Because you see the title. Woo! Let's get into this here. Mama K in the building, what we doing? Hope you had a good day. Get comfortable.
Oh, shit. No.
The footage you just saw was taken at the exact moment this woman realized that the police finally knew what happened to her missing
Cindy in the building, what we doing, fam?
About to change
comfy.
Forever. The co-worker riding in the car with her had no way of knowing just how desperate Briana had become, and what she did next would likely change his life as well.
No. Fuck.
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. Police became involved in the situation after 27-year-old Brianna Williams made this 911 call around 7 a.m. on November 6, 2019.
What's going on?
I do not know where my daughter is.
Did she run away?
No,
Where was she last seen?
she was here with me.
What was she wearing?
A purple shirt and like pink pajamas.
Hold up, fam. Hold up. Let's get right. We got to get right. Let's get right. You know you in here with your boy Deala T. And with my fam. And you know this is No Filters. Hit that like button. Subscribe. We about to cook in here. You call it, tell me when you don't know where your daughter is. Put your eyes on, put your ears on, put your hats on. Because this one right here ain't making no sense. Let's get right in here. Hit that like button, subscribe. We about to cook. FAM in here, my fam in here with me. I hope you're comfy. Let's go, man.
You need to go to medical? You want me to take it medical? Oh, shit. No.
The footage you just saw was taken at the exact moment this woman realized that the police finally knew what happened to her missing 5-year-old daughter. Her life is about to change forever. The co-worker riding in the car with her had no way of knowing just how desperate Briana had become, and what she did next would likely change his life as well.
No. Fuck.
The majority of the following footage has never been seen before. Police became involved in the situation after 27-year-old Brianna Williams made this 911 call around 7 a.m. on November 6, 2019.
What's going on?
I do not know where my daughter is.
Poppy's pad in the building, what we doing? Get comfy.
Where was she last seen?
She was here with me.
What was she wearing?
A purple shirt and like pink pajamas. Like a t-shirt. She was
Okay.
Again?
Okay, just stay on the line. Do you know where she could have gone?
No.
Have you checked?
Like she just came home. I just picked her up on Halloween night. She was with my mom in Alabama.
Okay, have you checked the house?
Yes.
Did she have a favorite hiding spot in the house? Like under the bed?
I checked on her.
Well, let's check again. Go to her bedroom. Let's check her closet. Nobody else in the house has seen her?
No, it's just me and her.
Alright, are you in her room? Okay, check under her bed again.
This entire interaction was odd, but thankfully, officers soon arrived on scene and were able to begin trying to piece together what exactly was going on.
You cool, man? Alright. Okay, is this your address here? Okay, hey, so what's happening?
Nene's Love Savvy TV in the building. You already know, fam. Get comfy. We about to cook.
Have you had any problems with anybody? Okay. Anything unusual? Okay. do you live by yourself?
Daycare.
Okay. The father of the child. He's not in her life. Okay. I'm sorry. Father of the child. He's not.
He's in Alabama.
He's here.
Alabama?
He's in Alabama. Okay. So. Any problems with anyone else as far as any custody dispute between you and him? No? Okay. Alright. Has she done this before as far as anything like try to leave or get out or mess with locks or anything like that? Okay. Show me which door was locked real quick. Or unlocked. Was it the back door? Okay. You say move in or?
Yes.
Okay. When'd you move in?
Like, I started moving stuff. Well, I signed this back in June, but the place kept getting broken. So I didn't want to move there because I was like, they can't put me in that place.
Okay, when did you actually move in? In June? Or?
No, like a week ago, a few days ago.
Okay. Today's Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. Did you move in, let's say, over the weekend?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Actually, Brianna and Taylor had only moved in 3 days ago on November 3rd. Apparently, since June, Brianna had been paying rent on 2 properties, this house and an apartment across town. Police would get into the details of why she would want to do this later, because as you can see, she seemed more interested in her phone.
But you said she does not go to school?
She does not go to school.
And we last saw her at midnight.
When she put her to bed. Who normally takes care of her when you're not available?
Well, I'm not sure with my mom.
Where's your mom at?
Alabama.
Well, I'm just saying, because she's not in school, like daycare wise. Where she go?
So she was with my mom. I just picked up on Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween was actually a week ago, so she didn't exactly just pick her up.
Grandma. What's dad's name?
If I say.
Officers managed to get Brianna off her phone long enough for her to
Mona,
share
where you
contact
been,
details
fam?
for
I hope
Taylor's
you're doing
grandmother
good.
and
Get
biological
comfortable.
father.
FAM,
Both Taylor's
you
grandmother
already
and
know.
biological father would need to be followed up with, but right now, the focus was kept local. Law enforcement from all over the city started to arrive on Ivy Street as several of the first responders searched the house. While they didn't find any obvious evidence, they definitely noticed a few things out of place.
It's kind of odd with her.
She got that.
Right. There's one on one gun out. But the guns were out? Yes. So when you see them right now, there's guns that are out.
Okay.
It's a shotgun out, it's a pistol out, and then there's an empty holster on the kitchen area.
Taylor's bed, a pair of slippers, and an open box of crackers were found in one of the bedrooms. Her jacket and backpack were in the kitchen, next to a pack of unopened air fresheners. Besides this, though, there was nothing. No toys, no drawings, no family photos. The police likely had to wonder if this was just a reflection of the recent move, or possibly something more sinister. When looking closely at Taylor's bed, police noticed a reddish-brown substance on the side of the plastic headboard. A similar stain was found on the bedroom door. Fearing it could be blood, they did a quick field test called hemodent, which tests for the presence of mammal blood. The result was negative, but the officers would keep the stain in mind as the investigation continued. Investigators looked through every inch of the house, but didn't find the little girl. Besides being unlocked, the back door showed no signs of forced entry or other damage. Back outside with Brianna, the officers thought of another place to search.
Is this your vehicle? Okay. Can you open it up for me? Does she have a favorite toy or anything like that she normally takes with her? Mr. Bear?
Give a recent picture of it.
There were more signs of the little girl in the car than inside the house, including a pink unicorn in the back seat. Something about the car, though, made the officer pause. For some reason, the officer felt the need to give the car a sniff test. When looking inside, police also found some cleaning products and a pair of women's sneakers.
You ain't
covered in
lying,
plant
Cindy.
matter. They also might have noticed that while the body of the car was cluttered, the trunk was almost perfectly tidy. Unfortunately, the police wouldn't know the significance of this until a more in-depth search of the car was conducted. For now, it was as if Taylor had simply vanished into thin air.
All units be on the lookout for Taylor Rose Williams, Bravo Foxtrot, approximately 3 foot in height, 50 pounds. She was wearing a pink and purple t-shirt.
Determined to find Taylor, the police launched a neighborhood-wide search effort. Ivy Street, as well as multiple adjacent roads, were taped off. K-9 units were deployed to track Taylor's scent, but were unsuccessful. Even a helicopter was used to canvass the area. With an equally frustrating lack of results, an Amber Alert was sent out, asking people to be on the lookout for Taylor. Unfortunately, the first attempt used the wrong name, claiming that the missing child was named Briana. This was corrected in a subsequent alert.
This is a picture of the young lady.
Johnny Black in the building, Glorious Gamer in the building.
You remember seeing a little girl here? Never seen her.
Mona, be
I
safe.
saw him the other day, but I never seen a kid. I
Never saw a
seen
kid.
A little girl with them.
Huh.
All trash pickup was halted for the neighborhood. Any refuse that had already been removed was recovered from the trucks and spread out for police to comb through. This would eventually provide the most promising lead, but it was just going to take time and a strong stomach to find it. It would take quite a while for officers to find anything of substance as they canvassed the neighborhood, though. So for the time being, the investigation proceeded in other directions, too.
Hold on, man. Let's get right in here. Let's go to understand what's going on here right now. I see you, family. Corey right in the building. Let's go. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we cooking. First of all, she's sitting there doing like, but ain't no tears coming down your face. Where the water ain't coming out your face. So you're wiping your face. You're wiping grease off your face because ain't no tears. So what's going on with that? Also, you in the U.S. military with that uniform on. So don't sit up in here and act like that people in the military ain't doing this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we cooking in here. Keep listening, keep your eyes on, because you know if it walk like a duck and if it quack like a duck, what is it, fam? We gonna fish him out today. Let's go in here.
In for an interview, and police hoped she could give them a better idea of how her
Tell her,
5-year-old
Mona.
daughter managed to apparently drop off the face of the earth. The following footage has been analyzed by a
Shout out to your
qualified
family in
team,
St. Louis, you
including a
already
licensed
know.
professional counselor, a former detective, licensed polygraph examiner, and former hostage negotiation commander and instructor, and a certified crime scene investigator, certified instructor for the State of Florida Commission on Criminal Justice Standards, and a graduate in crime scene investigations for violent crimes. Almost immediately, it looks like she gets comfortable, as if she's ready for a nap. Her daughter has been missing for hours, yet she doesn't appear panicked. Frequently, when a child is missing, a lot of officers' efforts have to go towards calming a parent down. But clearly that wasn't the case here. This was just the beginning of Brianna's strange behavior. After almost 45 minutes, detectives arrived to speak with Brianna, disrupting her apparently peaceful slumber.
Hey, Brianna. Back again. You alright? You need anything? Water or anything? You okay? You need to go to the restroom or anything? You good? You sure? Alright. I'm sorry we had to meet under these stressful circumstances. I'm gonna, also we're with a missing persons unit, right? Well, based on the investigation, the age of your child, and everything going on, I'm also a detective, but I'm assigned to our cold case unit, which also I'm part of the CART team, which is the Child Abduction Response Team. So, and I don't want to stress you out on that. Listen to me. Look.
What you moving for?
All right, and what resources, okay? I mean, Missing Persons is doing an outstanding job. We can extend a little bit more than that, okay? And we have a little bit more specialty on that. So that's how I get involved, because we don't know what happened, okay? We don't know what's going on. We don't know after she left out of the house what happened to her. So This could be a criminal investigation. You understand what I'm saying, honey? Look at me. Listen to me, okay? We're doing everything we can. We got everybody out there looking for her, okay? We've got everything going, but I want to make sure we cover everything.
As detectives continued to speak with Briana, officers worked relentlessly and spoke with the residents in the vicinity.
Something going wrong.
She's missing. The little girl supposed to live here is missing. You remember seeing a little girl here?
Never seen.
Never seen. You're the second person that said that. And how long have they lived there, you said, you think? Just to estimate, a week, month?
I see her coming and going. I've never seen her physically, but I see the car here coming and going. Like this whole weekend that passed, nobody was here. That car was not here.
This whole
That
week?
car just got here
Right.
at least like 2 days ago, if that.
Right.
Morning, sorry to bother you. Hey, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen a 5-year-old wearing pink and purple, short fro?
Never seen it before.
No, I don't think I've seen her at all.
After these introductions, Briana was read her Miranda rights, though she wasn't under arrest.
Okay, so Brianna, like I said, we were going to talk to a lot of people today, and let's just start from the very beginning. Okay? I can't, you gotta speak a little bit loud so we can hear you.
My alarm went off at 5:30, and I got up like around maybe like a little before 6. And then I just went on here and started getting dressed, but just me and Taylor in the house. She gets up, even if we're not going anywhere, she's like, where we're going, I'm like, okay. So I didn't bother, that's what her to know eventually she's gonna get up and start getting dressed. And then I went over to the kitchen, and then I noticed that the back door was open. I'm like, we're not open, but it was unlocked. I'm like, why is the back door unlocked? And that's when I went to her room, and she wasn't in there.
Mike in the building, Perry in the building, DeMarcus in the building. What's good, family? Hit that like button, subscribe. You know it's in. No filters, baby.
About 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning. And right when they started putting up the tape and all.
That's the black male?
Yeah. He's been in his about 20s or 30s, maybe late. He's been living here by himself. And this place is a mess.
Black male 20-ish.
Probably about 28. But yeah, this place is
The officer ran a background check on this suspicious individual who lived near the house where Briana and Taylor just moved. As this was happening, investigators continued to gather more information from Briana.
It was almost 7 o'clock.
Okay, so then you went into her room and you saw that.
She wasn't in her bed.
Mm-hmm.
I looked behind her. Well, she got a little baby bed, so she can't really fit underneath there anyway. I checked her closet. Then I went in my room and looked underneath my bed. I know she's gonna come in my room. Like she's very well mannered. Like she'll knock or ask to come in.
Okay.
And I checked in my bathroom. I checked my closet. She wasn't in there. So then I just started checking the cabinets. And she wasn't in there either. Like, okay, I'm gonna go outside. And I checked my car just to be, be sure that, I definitely didn't leave her in the car.
Okay.
So I looked underneath the car, she wasn't there either.
Note that there's no real emotion in Briana's voice as she
Right.
talks about looking for her child.
Girl don't care about what you're talking about.
Then I just talked about 911. I can't find her.
Okay. What time did you see her before then?
Chief in the building, I see you.
Midnight.
Briana said that Taylor put herself to bed around midnight. While this wasn't impossible, the late hour and Taylor's alleged independence likely struck investigators as unusual given her age. However, this was nothing compared to the strange turn Briana's story took next.
Did you check on her prior to you going to sleep?
No.
Okay, so you assume that she was asleep? Okay. Did you hear any noise coming from her room or anything like that?
Not from her room, but...
You better shut up in here right now. She just said, well, did you check on her before you went to sleep? She like, no. See, this is classic. This is classic, just careless, don't care. Because for you to have kids, or even at that age, you don't get to not check on nobody at all. For my kids, even for my baby, It's just like all my kids, I'm like, you know, just my instinct. Like, I can't even do nothing because I'm always tripping on my kids and what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? So I can't even really get into my motion and what I'm trying to do unless I got to relax in my mind because I know they are somewhere in a place planted, chilling. Tablet, phone, TV, something. Point I'm making is, I always got to know because they always on my mind. Why you having kids and you don't care about nobody? What the hell did your daughter do for you to be making up stories talking about this girl somewhere missing and don't nobody know where she went? My kids don't get to get no goddamn word. I want to know where you at, what you're doing. Huh? What you doing? Where you going? What you doing? Let's keep going. Hit that like button, subscribe right now, because we cooking in her. She know where the daughter at.
They were like, I can't explain it. Like, they were like when you're dragging something or you moving something, but it was coming from upstairs. And either way, like, I just grab my gun and, you know, walk around to make sure, you know, okay, there's nobody in here.
Coming from upstairs of the house that you're in?
And they're on the stairs. That's the part that I didn't understand, but it definitely sounded like it was coming from the roof.
You lying!
Did you wake up hearing this noise?
Yes, like the little whatever noise it was. It sounded like it changes. Like sometimes I can hear it like near where I sleep. Sometimes it's like back towards the kitchen area.
Okay, and it sounded like dragging noise.
Yes, it's like somebody's moving something.
The real bando in the building.
You said you grabbed your guns.
PO in the building.
Did you check the house?
Yes, I walk around the open spaces that I know, you know, people can come in and through.
Victor John in the building.
Okay, so you just checked around the house? Yeah. Did you go in your daughter's room at that time and look at it?
No.
Okay.
Brianna said that she didn't see anything amiss when she searched the house and that all the doors were still locked. Still, if she was alarmed enough to harm herself before walking through the house, it makes no sense that she wouldn't take a few seconds to check on her sleeping child. Some of the officers and residents shared a similar sentiment.
I hope they exhausted the parental angle. You know what I'm saying?
Knocking on every door we can.
What kind? Okay, now that she was missing since midnight.
Yeah, purple PJs on. The back door was probably open.
Why none of them check on the child? My sons and grandson stay with us, and my son is 36. As a habit, I go right past the room to make sure he's still breathing.
Thank you.
Right.
So, if you heard the noise, why did you say you didn't go into her room?
But I had a gun. I didn't want to go up in there. Then she got bars on her window, so I just assumed like you can't get in there.
You said you don't like guns around her, but are they laid out like that? So she's
not normally. Like when she's sleeping, yes, I put them out because, like I said, like the place been broken into, so I sleep with my guns like right there.
Police left the matter alone for the
Order
time
war
being.
in the building. What's good, family? I appreciate you pulling up,
the
man.
conversation didn't go as they were likely expecting.
What do you think?
Let's bring my dog up and bring Order war up to par here, up to speed. You got a U.S. military girl right here that made a call to the police talking about her daughter missing. Talking about her daughter just came up somewhere just lost. She done ran out the house or something. Dude pulled up like, what's up? So where she been at? What's going on? She over here wiping her face like she crying. She not crying. No tears. Fake cry. The man want to know everything and what's going on. He go to her car, smell her car. He like, something ain't right. This car don't smell like a car. It don't smell like dirty clothes. It smell like something rotten in here that been hurt. So he started doing what he do best. And then he made a call and said, something ain't right, fam. We got to bring her in. And now she in her line. Because she don't care about her daughter. For those that couldn't hear what she said, The narrator gonna make sure you heard what she said, because he gonna make sure you break it down like your boy Deala T in there right now. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we cooking. Let's go.
What's wrong? I don't know. What do you think she said?
I have no clue. Because she wouldn't leave.
Why you not
I
crying?
don't know, like, did they find Mr. Bear?
Why she not crying?
What?
This little pink teddy bear, she calls him Mr. Bear.
The Mr. Bear angle was potentially helpful, as it was something the searchers could keep a lookout for. By this point, police were likely realizing that something was seriously wrong. What that was exactly remained to be seen.
Where were you staying prior to this address?
The Southside address.
And how long did you live at the Southside address?
We were there for like a year and a half.
Okay. And why were you moving?
Because I wanted to move to a different area. Like, I always do this. I did this in Virginia. Like, I live in Norfolk.
Ooh, she keep coming up with something.
Okay.
Out of habit, I just like to move.
So when was your lease up at the Southside address?
In May.
So your lease was up in May, but you were still living there?
Yes, it was up. It went to month to month. Because I was supposed to put in a notice. They wanted a 60-day notice, and I kept forgetting to put it in.
Brianna also said that as she was preparing to move to the house on Ivy Street, a large problem with the residents became evident.
Because I was actually like trying to prepare to move out, and I went back like around the 4th of July to the Ivy base, and that's when I saw like the back doors open and like somebody had moved the refrigerator outside. So I called the property manager because I thought maybe, he was like renovating or something. He didn't tell me. But he was like, no. So he went ahead and changed the locks.
So for 6 months, you had 2 residents.
Yes.
What 3 days ago made you need to move urgently if you were there?
Kashana in the building. What's up, fam? You already know. Get comfortable. We hitting that like button, subscribe, and you already know who you is. Let's get right. Let's bring fam up door. She better shut up. And right now, let me see. The closest detective to her should have threw the pen at her. They should have just. They should have just. Okay, so what you say? What was going on? So what was you at? So what happened? And she like, well, I just ran down, and I didn't think she was around, and I was there. Shut up! They should have threw something at her face while she talking. Because you lying. Girl lying so bad. Hear me right now. She lying so bad that she got details for everything she's talking about. I mean, literally. You keep on bringing up a detail to everything you say. You lying. Pamela in the building. Let's get right in here. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. This detective should have smacked wind from the left side. Do you hear me? She should have just whoosh. And when I say smack, I'm talking like she should have felt the wind like it was just all skin to the skin through the wind. And the other lady should have she should have just pushed the table to her like, shut up. Cause you lying. Let's go.
And asking around, it's like, just ask me for work.
But you found someone from Craigslist, right?
Yes.
Which you say you do everything from Craigslist. A lot of majority. So why haven't?
And again, genuinely, real quick, if your daughter comes up missing, like genuinely for real, like you miss your daughter, something happened, she running around, whatever happened, you would be crying right now still. This is the same day you made the call. So you would be crying and be on the phone trying to get everybody involved. Fox 2 News, Channel 4, Channel 11, Channel 30, Channel, Yo City Channel. You would be trying to get everybody involved. This mother, look at her. She's sitting there chilling like, yeah, I've been, just running it down. You gotta know she lying. Yvonne so blessed in the building, Pamela in the building. Let's get right. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking. We cannot allow these type of people in the community. and she got a U.S. military uniform on. Sick. Representing the people that's supposed to be protecting us. And you over here killing kids.
6 months ago.
Never crossed my mind.
Police would come to find that many things concerning the investigation didn't seem to cross her mind, but they would find when they searched her other residence too would leave them shocked.
So on Sunday, you get a hold of movers.
Yes.
Okay.
Did they take everything?
Just the big things.
Why didn't you, if you were paying them, why didn't they take everything?
Oh, because it was last minute. I hadn't packed everything, like clothes and stuff. Most of the clothes and stuff was still there.
Okay. So what was the urgency? Why couldn't you wait to find a mover once you had everything packed up and ready to go so that you can move everything in one go round?
I didn't think about that.
We're going to call the movers. We're going to call your mom, and we're going to verify some information. Okay. You know where this is going to lead to? Okay.
Ivan Curry in the building, Roxy in the building. I see you, Larry Case the second.
You needed to be out of that house that day, Sunday, according to the conversation that one of my partners had.
I believe this happened a little ways from Alabama, Larry.
Okay. What was in what was the urgency?
It wasn't urgent.
According to movers, it was I had to be out today.
I didn't tell him that.
Okay. All right.
Nothing Brianna is saying is making sense, and it's hard to believe she would think the detective would believe her, but they don't confront her yet.
Anybody take care of the 5-year-old, of your daughter?
No. Well, she was going to the CDC on base.
Okay.
So she kindergarten and the CDC.
When was the last time she was at CDC?
Black cowgirl in the building.
I'm sorry if I'm asking you questions. Last year in May?
Yeah.
When police checked with the daycare on base, the administration office told them that Taylor had last been there on April 27th and was officially withdrawn shortly after. They also shared that Taylor had previously been in speech therapy. When police checked in with the therapist's office, they likely noticed a concerning pattern. Taylor had attended regularly
Tanya in the building,
weeks, but then never came back. After 2 no-show appointments, she was discharged from the system at the beginning of May.
And I understand she was in Tuscaloosa?
Yeah, she was my mom.
Okay. Your mom, who's your mom?
Carissa.
Carissa. And how long was she in Tuscaloosa? When did she go there?
Off and on.
Ooh, look at your line. Look at your line. Look at her body language.
Carissa. And how long was she in Tuscaloosa? When did she go there?
Off and on. She's been there pretty much all summer, actually.
So you went down there to pick her up and brought her back here for one day?
Over the weekend.
And then
it's only like 7-8 hour drive. I used to drive from Virginia to Alabama over the weekend, and that's 17 hours.
Okay.
So you bring her back on the 31st. How long was that visit?
That one was since the beginning of October.
So the full month she stayed in October with your mom, Carissa.
And prior to you dropping her down there October 1st, or the first part of October, when was the last time she was there before then?
Like the first week of September she was here. I think whenever the storm hit.
Would your mom be able to tell us what days when she last saw?
Talk Cafe in the building, Ivan in the building.
So I think we have her number, right? Yeah. So if we call her, she's going to say that she saw her in the month of August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brianna had no way to know that the police had already spoken with her mother, and they would confront her with what Carissa told them soon enough.
Okay.
So she lied because they didn't already talk to her mama, and the girl don't even care about her mama. She done put her mama under the bus, just throwing her mama in the lies. You understand that? Your fam can be doing this and just throw you under there and be like, yeah, you know, she was at my cousin's house. Talking about you. Yeah. She was at my cousin's house. He was at my cousin's house for a minute. Just picked him up September, but I just picked him up yesterday. So what's going on? What's wrong? And you don't know nothing. So then what you going to do about that? What you going to say? How do you defend yourself when somebody is using your name and saying that their child has been with you and their child is in far worse conditions. We're bringing this to society into the forefront because we have to inform, understand, and be aware. Whether this is past, present, we still have to inform, understand, and be aware that this is what's going on in our community. Shout out to whoever supporting with the donations in the Cash App, supporting with the donations in the Super Chat, supporting just pulling up and hitting that like button, subscribing because we cooking. Let's go, family.
When she was here with you, during the weeks or weekends and you had to work, who was watching her?
Oh, no, like, when she was here, like, those days that I'm off, so no one's watching her besides me.
So since you've gotten back on the 31st, you have not been to work?
Sassy in the building.
Well, I'm leaving till this morning.
Sandra, I see you.
How long you been on leave?
It's been since...
Hunter with what Carissa told them.
We call her, she's gonna say that she saw her in the month of August.
I'm up there before then.
Like, the first week of September, she was here. I think whenever the storm hit.
Would your mom be able to tell us what days when she last saw your daughter? So I think we have her number, right?
Yeah.
So if we call her, she's gonna say that she saw her in the month of August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brianna had no way to know that the police had already spoken with her mother, and they would confront her with what Carissa told them.
Ooh, hot water.
Okay. So when she was here with you, during the weeks or weekends and you had to work, who was watching her?
Oh, no, like, when she was here, like, those days that I'm off, so no one is watching her besides me.
Shout out Nene Love Savvy TV with the send 100 in the gift.
I'm still on leave. Well, I'm leaving till this morning.
How long you been on leave?
It's been since October the 29th or 30th. The 28th? I'm not sure.
You would take her to your mom every time?
Yes, or I just don't leave her there. That's why I was like, I couldn't, the back and forth, and I didn't want anybody else watching her. Like, I don't know people here like that.
But you were going to take her to the lady you met on Craigslist today to watch her? Okay.
When searching Brianna's phone, police had come across communications between her and the woman she'd found on Craigslist to watch Taylor. When police followed up with the woman, she told them that Brianna had texted her this morning to say her services wouldn't be needed after all. This was only one of the many discrepancies police would find in Brianna's story.
You said your hours changed, so did you change positions or your job title or what?
No, just the hours.
What is the norm? What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know the rotation.
You don't know your rotation at work?
Not the duty hour rotation.
So you don't know, you couldn't tell me right now when you were going to be on call next?
If I had my planner, I could, but no. My planner on my phone, put them in there.
So
I think Friday would be the next time I had duty because I was on leave, so.
Standing duty was part of Brianna's job as enlisted Navy personnel.
You better shut up in here right now. You work for the U.S. Military Department, and you don't know your schedule. Boy, it's people working at Walmart, and they own them like they working in the U.S. government. They know they schedule from front to back, side to side. You know the U.S. military gonna let you know when you supposed to be on duty, because your job is duty. Don't sit in here and be lying, talking about you don't know your schedule. Woo! Hit that like button, subscribe, family, cooking.
This tended to be a 12-hour shift, once or twice a week. The fact that Brianna didn't know her duty schedule, especially since she claimed she would have had to arrange childcare whenever she was scheduled, was odd. However, this paled in comparison to what police were about to reveal.
They called your mom. She hasn't seen your daughter since January.
Yes, she has.
Okay, why did she say that? Why would she say that? This is Carissa. This is your mom.
That's my mom.
Keith in the
Why
building. Rona Peterson in the building. I see you. James Trailer.
Carissa Williams repeated what she told investigators that day on the phone.
Why would she say that?
She was my second told her.
Why was they called your mom?
So right now they saying they called your mom. Let's see what they about to say.
She hasn't seen your daughter since January.
Yes, she has.
Okay, why would she say that?
October.
Why would she say that? This is Carissa. This is your mom.
That's my mom.
Why would she say that?
She was my second.
In a subsequent interview, Carissa Williams repeated what she told investigators that day on the
Amanda
phone.
in the building.
The implications were spine-chilling.
What's up, Roxy? I see you,
The
Veronica.
police department made redactions to remove Taylor's name from the recording.
So you hadn't heard from her in 2 years, hadn't talked to her?
Prior up to that, yes.
So out of the blue in 2 years, he called you?
No, it didn't go quite like that.
Well, tell me how it went.
You couldn't bring me in my personal business.
It's hard to imagine anything more personal than a missing grandchild, but Carissa still seemed reluctant to go into detail about what she knew.
I want you to understand the severity of what you're doing. Yeah. And with me wanting you to understand the severity of what's going on is, I don't care about anybody's personal life. We are going to find you. And whatever happens, whatever gets in the way between us, fine, but we have to deal with it. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Have you had any conversations with her about telling her commanding officer or anything as far as you, if he calls you, that she was coming to get?
That's the part that I didn't get. That she did, this was just last week.
Tell me about that.
Now, she did call, whatever day that, I want to say it was Halloween. I want to say it was actually the day of Halloween.
So last Thursday, 31st.
Yes. She told me that if he called to tell him that she was down to pick me up from me for Halloween. Mind you, I haven't seen it in 2 years. So I'm thinking like, well, okay, she just met this new guy. Maybe she, took a little time out to go meet him or whatever, and she just used that lie to get away. But I couldn't tell you. She said, so I'm like, where's, matter of fact, I asked her that day. I said, well, what's she said, oh, she in the back seat. So I'm like, okay, but she never did put on that. Hey.
Her mama, listen to me right now. I don't care what you think. I spit on your face right now. Her mama should be, the bowels should be smacked out of her mama right now. When I say smack the skin off her mama face, what grandma you know, ask about their granddaughter or grandson, and then they tell them that they in the car, and you think your grandma gonna ask you? Well, let me talk to them. Let me hear them. Let me see what they talking about. I'll wait. And she in the building. What grandma you know don't want to hear their granddaughter, grandson voice? This woman just set up on this mother and just said, yeah, she told me to not. So if the sergeant called her mama phone, mama, you supposed to tell the sergeant that you ain't really heard from me and this is this and this is that. So then when you ask about the daughter, the granddaughter, it's like, oh, where the granddaughter is? She ain't said nothing. So she said every time she asks, she either say she right here or she over there. But the grandmama don't never ask. Let me hear her voice. Let me see what she doing. Let me hear from her. Let me reach out and touch somebody's hand. Where she at? Where here? What grandma ain't doing that? And it feels so bad because in my right mind, it's so sad to know she get it from her mom. She get it from her mom. She get it from her mom. What? Talking about everything else she get from your mama. She get it from her mom. Not caring about no kids. Hit that like button, subscribe, family cooking in there. Get all that from your mama. She got that from her mama too. Better shut up in here. Her mama should be smacked and thrown in jail. Because you sitting there acting like you don't care about your grandkid, but I don't know no grandma in the right mind. Like that one grandma walked past talking about, shoot, my nephew stay with us. Hell, I walked past his room just to make sure he breathing. She just want to know he breathing. Lord, I thank you for folk that just want to hear you breathing. Her mama ain't nothing.
I never did that. Anything.
Police followed up with the man Carissa alleged.
Lie. So I'm thinking, probably the day up this.
Yes.
Why would she say that?
She didn't say that.
In a subsequent interview, Carissa Williams repeated what she told investigators that day on the phone. The implications were spine-chilling. Please note that the police department made redactions to remove Taylor's name from the recording.
So you hadn't heard from her in 2 years, hadn't talked to her?
Prior up to that, yes.
So out of the blue in 2 years, she told him?
No, it didn't go quite like that.
Well, tell me how it went.
You could have been in my personal business.
It's hard to imagine anything more personal than a missing grandchild, but Carissa still seemed reluctant to go into detail about what she knew.
I want you to understand the severity of what you're
know.
Okay. Yeah. And with me wanting you to understand the severity of what's going on is, I don't care about anybody's personal life. We are going to find you. And whatever happens, whatever gets in the way between us, we got to deal with it. Mm-hmm. That's not a threat. That's a promise. Have you had any conversations with her about telling her commanding officer anything as far as you, if he calls you, that she was coming to get?
That's the part that I didn't get. That she did, this was just last week.
Tell me about that.
Now, she did call, whatever day that, I want to say it was Halloween. I want to say
Angel Gomes, you already know what it is. It's all love.
Thursday, 31st.
Yes. She told me that if he called to tell him that she was down to pick me up for me for Halloween. Mind you, I haven't seen it in 2 years. So I'm thinking like, well, okay, she just met this new guy. Maybe she, took a little time out to go meet him.
You already know, Angel, we ain't playing with him. Make sure you subscribe, because you FAM now. We fans. We ain't playing with nobody in here.
She said, so I'm like, where's, matter of fact, I asked her that day. I said, well, what's she said, oh, she in the back seat. So I'm like, okay, but she never did put on the stand. Hey, I never did say anything.
Police followed up with the man Carissa alleged Briana had recently started seeing, particularly since Briana hadn't mentioned him, and in fact insisted that she didn't have a boyfriend. However, he didn't have much information to share. He was only vaguely aware that Briana had a daughter, and assumed that the little girl had been staying with her father when he and Briana were together. When police checked with Taylor's father, Maurice, he hadn't seen the little girl lately either. All he could tell them was that the last time he did see her, at the funeral for Briana's grandmother, he didn't think she was being fed enough, as she was very small. He added that he had a difficult time checking up on Taylor after that, though, as Briana changed her phone number frequently. Maurice provided investigators with a DNA sample and said he was willing to assist in any way that he could. Back with Briana's mother, Carissa told police that she previously watched Taylor for extended periods of time, but that ended when Briana enrolled her in daycare on the naval base. The last time she'd seen the little girl in person was also at the funeral for Briana's grandmother. Police weren't ready to believe Carissa just yet, however, due to some interesting evidence recovered from Briana's phone.
I can tell you it's pinging at a tower.
Lewis in the building. Jordan, I see you. Liberty, what's up?
What's throwing us for a loop right now is if she's living in Jacksonville, why is her phone pinging around?
Despite this, Carissa swore that she hadn't seen Briana or Taylor on Halloween. Police were still working on downloading the data from the GPS in Briana's car to determine an exact route, so soon enough, they would know for sure who was telling the truth. The search of Briana's phone turned up something else concerning too. Police found a text message conversation in which Brianna had told a former co-worker in Virginia that Taylor had become a nightmare, as she was, according to her, stealing food and misbehaving. In Alabama, Carissa was so adamant of her innocence that she got Brianna's father, Wayne, on the phone to join the discussion and brainstorm what might be going on.
I don't understand why she would even lie and say that she was picked with them. Man, she lied. I never been in trouble a day in my life.
She is lying, trying to cover up something, not sure what it is, but she is lying.
You have no idea what she's trying to cover up, though.
I have no idea what she's trying to cover up. That's the one thing I don't know.
Someone was lying, but whether it was Brianna or Carissa was yet to be determined, as was the exact reason of why. Investigators would follow up on the Alabama lead, but as promised, also caught up with the movers Brianna had hired on Craigslist. They had nothing reassuring to say either.
They never saw your daughter. They never saw you put her in the car. They never saw her at the other house. They never saw her. Why is that?
I didn't want them to see her.
Why not?
Because I don't know them like that.
Well, I mean, you're not introducing me to her, but how did you leave her at the house on Southside and then go to Ivy without her? They never saw her. They never saw you put her in the car. So what happened?
Angela in the building, I see you.
Well, where was your daughter?
She chosen. What you talking about, static?
She wasn't with you.
She was.
Hold on, man. Let's get right in here. We playing or we getting real? Let me drop a 1 in there. Let me know if you can hear everything clear. FAM, my fam in here, you already know. Drop a 1 right now if you hear this clear. There's somebody in here talking about static. Which level of static we talking about? Problems? Or we talking about static and what you hearing? Because I know my fam in here, my FAM, know what it is. If anything would have ever been anything, my fam will let me know, because that's what we doing here with your boy Deala T and No Filters. We all fam, because we together. We hitting that like button and we subscribing, making sure that we cooking in here, because right now, this woman that lied on her mama, then lied on her daddy. And now she done put their lives at risk. And at this point now, she don't even care. So you got to know this. You may have somebody in your family that's in this same type of situation, and not probably this deep, but a problem. You need to understand your position, and if they could ever just bring your name up just because they would use you because of how close you are to them. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Know who you know in your family and what y'all doing and who you dealing with. Because if they can use you and your name because of how close you are to them when they are in a situation where it's do or die, where you got to think quick, where you got to understand it's me or them, you better unplug yourself from them. Tell them, Kashana, that's how we coming. Hit that like button, subscribe. You heard, fam? Because we cooking. Let's go.
They never saw. They heard water running and you said that she was in there, but they never saw her.
If what the movers were saying was true,
she low, I see you.
Hadn't been at either of Brianna's residences. Carissa said she hadn't seen the girl in 2 years, and the child care records on the Navy base showed that Taylor's attendance became spotty throughout the month of April, and she was officially withdrawn back in May, around 6 months before she was reported missing.
Wade in the building.
A horrifying
Wade
question was quickly coming to the forefront of the investigation. When was the last time anyone besides Brianna had seen Taylor? Shockingly, the little girl's mother wasn't inclined to help answer this question.
I'm done with this. I don't want to talk about this. Yes, I am done, because you're lying to me now. So
how am I lying to you? I'm not lying to you.
You just said that my mom, I literally picked my mom, I mean, not my mom.
I'm just telling you what my partner said.
What's up, DeAndre? I see you, fam.
I don't know where to get that from, because I literally went down there.
Do you want to talk to me? Do you want to talk
Shout
to me?
out Wade, say it in the building. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and cooking.
I'm done with this, because I don't know where this is going, but no, you're...
First of all, she better shut up in here. Talking about, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all lying to me right now. I just don't want to talk no more. I don't want to talk, you know. It don't matter. You're saying what you said. I talk. You're lying to me, talking about my mama said something, and then you're saying this. If I was the detective, I would have said, When she said, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's all good. You know what? I'm done. Y'all lying to me, whatever." I would have said, I would have looked at her like, and then I'd have looked at the other detective like, and then I'd look back at her like, "Bitch, you better go stupid ass out of her. What you say? You better shut up." Boy, almost messed up everything in her. She up in here talking about what she gonna do. You better shut up. Who you finna stop and who you finna start with? Motherfucker, we in here because of your dumb ass. And you sitting up here acting like you finna be tripping on sucker. We telling you what's going on and what ain't. You better shut up and her. Tell me, "Oh, I'm done. You know, I ain't talking no more. It's all good. Y'all lying to me. Don't worry about it." You've been lying since you walked in. Matter of fact, you've been lying since you woke up that morning. You've been lying since you did that to that child. You better shut up and hurt. Huh? Trying to dodge cases like we don't know what's going on. We know what's going on. We see it. If it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, you know it's a duck. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking in her. She making me mad. My blood pressure, I'm telling you. Boy, I'm playing with me.
Like, this is the second time this has happened. Like, some other lady was like saying stuff that I didn't even say. Like, she was twisting my words. Like, you know.
Brianna has no idea that her odd behavior was quickly becoming the least of the police's
Ain't nobody
concern
got to twist
as
your
they were
words.
searching her apartment at that very moment. Just like they'd done at Ivy Street, police canvassed the area and talked to Brianna's neighbors. Disturbingly, very few of them recalled ever seeing a little girl. One man who did, named Carlos Johnson, said he found Taylor roaming the apartment complex unaccompanied back on April 17, 2019, looking for her mother. He took her home only to find her wandering the parking lot again a few days later. Carlos said that Taylor didn't appear frightened or distressed, like the situation was familiar to her. He also told police that he would see her waving at him from her window at times when Brianna's car was gone, suggesting to him that the little girl was alone. If police thought this was bad, then they must have been horrified when they entered the apartment itself. From the outside, Brianna's apartment was unassuming and looked just like any of the others in the complex. But as soon as the door was open, it was clear that something awful had happened inside. The entryway to the apartment was filled with trash, as was the kitchen. It was so cluttered with random items and refuse that it was nearly unusable. The living room was not in any better condition, having been taken over by a heaping mountain of trash and personal belongings. It seemed no effort had been made to separate the two categories. There were children's toys and clothing included in the mess, most stained with what appeared to be feces. One of the toys in particular probably stood out to police thanks to Brianna's description. A pink stuffed animal was found in the mountain of refuse, possibly Mr. Bear. The toy Brianna said Taylor refused to go anywhere without. Police would face a heartbreaking reason why Mr. Bear was there as they searched more of the apartment. Bleach and urine remover, along with more air fresheners, were also found in the apartment. If police thought the living room and kitchen were in bad condition, they were in for a shock when they entered the master bedroom. Police had to move more trash and soiled belongings to even gain entry into the room. The carpet was encrusted with filth, which appeared to include more human waste.
Hold up, Amanda. Watch your mouth. Let's get order in here. Where my fam at? Everybody drop my... Hold up. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. Roll call. I need my fam in here right now. I need to know my fam is in here right with me right now. FAM for real. Because I see... I'm seeing some things that don't seem like they fam in here. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to stay calm. Stop playing with me. King in the building. What's up, fam? You already know what it is. But stop playing with me because my fam in here for real. Watch your mouth. Victoria in the building. What's up with you? I need to know my fam in here right now because I think something going on and people want to play with us. Kashana, watch your mouth when you talking in here. In my house with my fam. You understand me? We informing, we understanding, and we bringing light to darkness. If you don't agree, by all means, see the door. But before you do that, hit that like button and subscribe, because we cooking. And you can't get this in no... Watch your mouth, or fam gonna deal with you for real. Oh, nothing bothers the God. But we will respect my house with my family and her. So by all means, understand, you may bother them, but you don't bother the God. See, I care about my family and her. And because I care about my family and my house, you're going to make sure you speak accordingly. Because we fam, and it's my house, and I won't have it. Vikings fam 22 in the building. Oh no. I got somebody else in here that was talking that, saying certain things that don't need to be said in here. Certain gestures that don't go with certain stuff. Name calling. Let's get right, hit that like button and subscribe, because this level of cooking don't come in the book. We just need to make sure we understand what's going on. See, things pass by. They go. They come and they go. But if I continue to see what I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Is they doing too much? We're here to inform, understand, and be aware. We all fam in here. Let's go.
When they opened the closet, the situation changed from merely disgusting to horrific.
Just want clarity later, but not. It's a late day. I just want my baby home, and that's what we're trying to do. That's the whole thing, because there is no way my mom would tell you she hadn't seen us since January. Like what?
And that's what I'm asking you. Okay. Do you want to continue to talk to us about what's going on?
No, not right now. No, like this is going too far. Like no.
Okay, so you don't want to answer any questions as to the whereabouts of your daughter?
I don't know where she is. And
I'm trying to get the background. Yes or no?
I've told you everything that I know. Like, I don't know.
But you don't want to answer any more questions?
Here now.
Tanya in the building, you know what it is.
Okay. Do you want to answer any?
Talk to her when she gets here. You can talk to her when she gets
But you don't want to talk to us anymore?
I do not want to talk to her.
Okay.
I need to call my job. Well, I'm taking care of that for you.
Do you need anything like a bathroom or water or anything like that?
I need to talk to legal. Because I want to talk to them about the lease.
Okay, do you need water? Do you need a bathroom or anything like that right now? If you need anything, knock on the door.
The detectives would revisit Brianna in a bit. But
shout out to you, Roxy is love. You know what it is, fam.
By this time, it was no longer just the Jacksonville police involved in the search. They'd been joined by the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department, the Alabama Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and even the Naval Criminal Investigation Service, or NCIS. Additionally, the neighborhood canvass around Ivy Street continued the whole time Brianna was at the police station. Just before 10:30 p.m., officers in the area ran into a surprise.
Let them know, Mona.
What is your relation?
Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. It's short, and the sergeant really, we don't have much to say right now. If you want, you can go down that way towards the command post, and, let them know your relation. But there's, we don't have any information.
Can't say where she is.
Back at the police department, Brianna was still in the interrogation room. If she was worried about her daughter or even concerned about what police might find when searching her apartment, she did a fantastic job of hiding it. She was left waiting, but found a few ways to help pass the time, including fixing her nails, redoing her hair, and going to sleep. 4 more hours went by, during which Brianna again
that's crazy.
In the interrogation room.
I'll get some answers for you. You just kind of have to need your patience for now. We're all kind of sitting around and working diligently. I'm not really sitting around doing nothing, but I'll get some answers for you, okay?
My commandos?
Yes, I do believe.
He should have just said, sit down and shut up, and we'll let you know when we ready to holler at your dumb ass. That man in there explaining something like he got to explain something to her. Your whole child missing and you in there fixing your hair. She gonna come knock, talk about, I'd have got that door, I'd have been doing my work at the desk. And then she come to the door, now I'd have looked up like, I'd have dropped the pen. What's going on? What's up? What you need? What you doing? Don't touch the chair. Sit down. You better not ever touch this door again. Matter of fact, let me get the cuffs out. You know how they whipped out the cuffs? I'd have whipped out 2 sets of cuffs on them. 2 cuffs. Bop, bop. I chain your ass together and chain you to this wall. You better sit down and shut up. As a matter of fact, we're going to get your daddy and your mama on the phone because your daddy and your mama know that you're lying and they ain't even said nothing to nobody about it because they don't care about no kids. Let me tell you something right now. If you don't care about your kids, you probably need to call them services and ask them, how can you find somebody that do care about your kids and put them in the right hands? You don't get to have kids and dump them off to death. I'd rather you're going to have kids, you're going to dump them to someone that wants kids, that's willing to adopt and be in the right position. Because let me say this, Smith in the building, you already know what it is, fam. We know and understand that all foster homes and that system is not all good as well. Let's be real. If you go look at my other video, the video that I put out like 2 days ago, the lady was adopting kids. She was a foster parent. But she was torturing them. So you have to understand and be aware, and we got to pray, and we really have to, because come on, fam, like if you don't know what's right and wrong, ask. Just open up your mouth. If you don't feel what's right and wrong, just ask. Because at this point, shout out to Smith in the super chat with the $2 donation in the super chat. You know his love, brother. Just ask. If you don't know what to do with the child that you have or you can't handle it, just say something. So somebody can move in and do something and step in and help that child. If you can't handle it no more, say something. Say something. It's more of a humiliation than to say that a woman or a dad says, hey, I can't handle this child. I got to dump them off. I got to give them up. You feel some type of way. But it's a difference to hold on to that child and torture them and put them through the worst. Living as if it's hell. And we all don't know what hell is. But the level of stories that we are hearing right now, just let the baby go. Find a family. There are resources out here that will allow that child to go into a family. Now, I'm not going to say that that family may be great, may be perfect. But that house doesn't have to have corrosion, mildew, roaches, maggots, sickening, thoughts, chains, whips, starvation, no clothing. If you don't care about the kids, let somebody else care about them. Let me say that again for the people in the back that's getting high and ain't get what I just said. I just said if you don't care about the kids, let somebody else care about them. But don't let them just go without. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we cooking in her.
So
I've been here all day.
I know, just be patient with this, please.
Unluckily, when a fresh set of detectives came in, it seemed 8 hours of timeout hadn't made Brianna any more cooperative.
Hey, I'm just gonna get Detective Deborah. A couple things we need to go over with you real quick. You're gonna be free to go. However, you're not gonna be able to go back to Ivy Street or Southside tonight, and we still have your phone. So who do you need to contact, or can we take you somewhere, or what do you what's the best option for you?
I can get a room, but my wallet is at Ivy.
Brianna never came up with any options of her own, so the police called her command, who sent a petty officer from the base to come pick her up. Notably, over a total of more than 11 hours spent at the police station, Brianna never once asked for an update on the search for her daughter. When Brianna's mother, Carissa, heard about her daughter's lack of cooperation, she was perplexed.
Are you an RN exhausted from
what?
and disheartened?
Didn't ask nothing.
Again and again. Then listen up.
Why wouldn't she want to talk when her is missing?
You know her better than I do.
Because some of the things, a lot of, well, I can't even say some of the things, a lot of the things is not in the.
We can agree on that.
Investigators also asked Carissa some questions about Brianna's personality in general to see if it would help make sense of her odd behavior.
How is she? Is she like an emotional person?
Do she shut down? Does she feel like it's getting too much?
No, I'm just saying if something traumatic happened, is she one that's going to show emotions? Use an example, your mama's funeral. How was she doing that?
Well, she didn't cry.
No, she didn't cry.
No.
Brianna was reportedly very close to her maternal grandmother, who had raised Brianna for a large portion of her childhood. The fact that Brianna did not express grief at the time of her death may have stood out to police as eerily similar to her behavior in the interrogation room. Investigators also learned that Brianna was known to visit her grandmother's gravesite in Alabama regularly. So regularly, in fact, that more than one friend suggested the police search that area for Taylor too. And that's exactly what they did. Over the next week, the search expanded from Jacksonville, Florida to the area surrounding Linden, Alabama. Before Carissa's interview concluded, police had one last question for her, probably the hardest one yet.
If she did something by accident, would she tell you?
That's why I wanted to talk to her.
The investigation continued on for the rest of the week. The mounting evidence police collected was far from reassuring. None of it, however, led them to Taylor. Growing desperate, police decided to try talking to Brianna a different way. Since Brianna's father, Wayne, had been cooperative so far, detectives asked them to make a controlled call to Brianna to see if he could learn anything. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I've been thinking, and I was wondering, is there anything you can do? Anything you remember? That anybody look wrong or anything? You know somebody might help?
Everything I know.
You know everything with your phone?
I mean, even other than that, but they know everything I know.
Okay. What's in your phone? Sometimes, like, what would help us?
I don't have anything extra.
Like,
They
what,
literally have everything.
like, what we need to find? You know what I'm saying? If you tell me that, I can call them. See what I'm saying? I still got to take the number down and check the gate number. I can call them and tell them what to look for in your phone.
But how am I supposed to know what to look for on my phone?
Yeah, but I thought.
See, I don't want to talk about this right now. I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Y'all keep calling me and asking me the same questions over and over again. Like, trust me.
Brianna's annoyance raises a host of red flags. What she did next, though, stood out the most.
You said everything's in your phone, but what else can it do?
Look, I don't know.
Yeah, but I can't believe shut up.
Police had better luck when they recruited two of Brianna's closest friends, Chelsea and Dorielle, to also try and make a controlled call.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
You just been resting today?
Yeah, I'm going to work. Come out of work.
Chief said anything to you today?
No. He called and asked if I needed something from upstairs, but that was it.
You ain't talk to your dad today?
No. Yeah. No.
Did he go back?
Yeah.
Is your mama gonna come?
I have no clue.
I'm so quiet. You miss us already?
No.
You don't miss us? That messed up with.
That's because you're mad. I'm such a damn mad.
Anything been on your mind today? You had anything on your mind today?
No.
With Taylor's disappearance so fresh in everyone's minds, there had to be a reason that the case wasn't weighing on Brianna. As was becoming typical, she didn't seem inclined to share what that reason was.
Like, ain't no, like, coverage on Taylor no more. Like, everything kind of, like, died down. Like, we, like, super kind of nervous that they just kind of remember. Like people done forgot. Like, basically, they just, like, they moving on in the world. And
what? They just gonna forget her?
We need you to say something because, like, that's the only thing I feel like that'll bring, like, some light back to her story. Some.
Well, we really just want to know just what's going on. We still, like, you know, we're going to be there for you. And we want to be there because we want to know what's going on for that closure.
I don't even look on.
It ain't bad. You ain't heard nothing?
No, like, nobody talks to me. Like, the only time I call for me is, like, what y'all doing? I'm doing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my chief is doing it to make sure I'm not. I didn't off myself because he calls, like, very randomly. People come knocking on the door like, oh, you're not home living for, bro, you know what room this is. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Especially you the CDO too, like, you're the, you know, the duty person.
Yeah.
I know why you here. Don't act like, you know, you just popped up here.
Time would soon reveal that the Navy command had been more on top of things than anyone could have imagined. Brianna's co-workers weren't the only ones who'd been attempting to check up on her.
Did your mama come down there? Because she had told us that, well, she had told her daddy that she was coming down yesterday.
She been coming since Wednesday.
I was about to say she's been coming there since the day that it happened.
Like,
I've given up on her. Like, I don't know what the hell going on.
I think you might need to ask her, like, why y'all's story is different. Like, why you saying it if she, you know, she really was here? What, like, what that's about? You need to ask her that.
Good, you think I'm gonna get a true answer?
I don't know, but you don't want at least want to know why she's saying that?
Like, what is her reason?
I mean, I do, but do y'all really believe she gonna tell the truth? She hasn't told the truth yet.
I don't know what her reasoning is for this, to keep the lie going for so long. Cause
I mean, it's too late now. She can't backtrack.
Chelsea and Doriel then asked Brianna about the possibility of there being evidence in the apartment she left when she moved to the house on Ivy Street.
Do you think it's something maybe in the old apartment that they'll find that'll help? Like,
no. Because if they did, they would have found it. Remember, they closed out both of them. They've been closed out for 3 days, 4 days, almost a week.
Police had, in fact, found shocking evidence in Brianna's.
And this is so sad to be saying what I feel like I was gonna say. But it's like, the way she like, no. They already look like ain't nothing there. So we are convinced here at No Filters with your boy Deala T and fam that this woman has no remorse for her daughter, don't care about her daughter. And everybody that's trying to show effort to save her life, because they still want to save this dirty, stupid life. And this woman is like, nah, whatever, it don't matter, ain't nothing doing none of that. I'm tired, I want to go to sleep. I don't want nobody asking me no more about the situation. And yet she's not showing no remorse, no nothing. And it's crazy because when family said in here about, Kashana says they know something was going on with Brianna mental, by the way. She kept her house. They should have got her help. You right, because it's different than saying, hey, can you get people help, or you can just speak about help. Or you can make a call and say, this person needs help, send help. It's ways to do it. But it's so differently knowing that in this case, military woman, guns everywhere. How much can you really do, or how much can you really say when you know, or you don't know, that a child is missing? Now, I would think that the friends would have thought, where's the baby? Because think about it, friends is like TT. You know, TT, this my TT, this my friends. So they definitely like, oh, where my girl at? Or where my guy at, where my boy at? You know, your son or your daughter. When friends come in that really rock with you and your kid, they're gonna always say, hey, where's my friend at? Where my dog at? Where mommy at? Where? Cause they care. And they care so damn much that they're not finna sit there on the phone and try to figure out how to get some information out you. They gonna know that your stupid ass got a problem and they gonna deal with you. Because they care about your child. Yeah, they love you, but they care about your child even more. Because that's an innocent child. And the charisma and the care in that person as an adult that has kids, or not even do, matters more. Hit that like button, subscribe, family, cooking and her. Like Ashana said, if you're close to someone, you know when something is alarming. You better open up your damn mouth. You better open up your damn mouth. Hold up. All girl rider says stop yelling, dude. Let me tell you something, all girl rider. The reason why I got to yell is because that's the same reason of knowing that somebody could be sitting in here right now and just been listening but ain't hit that like button and subscribe. You gotta wake you gotta wake people up in life. See that tone right there that I'm taking? That tone allows you to understand that it's that real. But when you say about yelling, some people don't even get it when you're calm. Some people don't even get it in this tone. Why? Because it don't seem like it's alarming. It don't seem like it matters. But I'm going to let my fam get with you and let you know the level that I'm coming with, because that's how I'm coming. And that's what wake people up here when you pull up on Deala T. Here at No Filters. Don't tell me what to do. We doing this to inform, understand, and be aware. At every tone that needs to be taken. You better thank God I'm speaking in the tone I'm speaking in. Because we got to reach out to people in that tone because we not speaking up. Because our tones are too quiet. I'm sorry, let me say that again for the people in the back. Open up your damn mouth. Because can't nobody hear your ass. Better write that down. Open up your mouth because can't nobody hear you. You're too quiet. You're too low. You need to yell. You need to open up your damn mouth. You better shut up and hear. Some of y'all been sending a message a long time, but you ain't got no thunder in your voice. You ain't yelling. You better open up your damn mouth. And some of you all, you ain't got to yell. Some people, you can just tell them just like this. Come here. You need help. Let me help you out. This is what you're doing wrong. This is what need to be done. But see, some of these stupid mother right here on this screen here, you better get in their ear. You better get in their mind. You better get in their heart. You better get in their body. And if it take that tone, you better take it with them. Because you might be saving somebody's damn daughter, son, niece, nephew, grandchild. Hit that like button and subscribe because we cooking in here.
Apartment, specifically the bedroom closet. Brianna had to have guessed what they'd found, but still chose to remain silent on the matter.
So, Brianna, you hadn't thought about, like, her just being out there by herself, you know she's scared of everything.
Alex Jones, Alex Jordan in the building. It's all love. We got to get them right.
Think about that right now.
I mean, well, I've been thinking about it.
Closet. Brianna had to have guessed what they'd found, but still chose to remain silent on the matter.
So, Brianna, you hadn't thought about, like, her just being out there by herself? You know she's scared of everything, like, that, you don't think about that?
I don't want to think about that right now.
I mean, well, I've been thinking about it.
Okay, then don't think about that.
It's cold. That's kind of why I think I can't sleep knowing that it's, and you know how innocent she was, like, she really cling to the people she knows. I think that's why it's eating me up so much.
Hauntingly, Brianna's
It's not a murder show.
Was silent.
It's an enlightenment show, family.
Idea. Would you be okay talking to the detectives again?
Yes.
Yeah. The same one, or you want some new?
Oh, yeah, no, not that lady.
Okay, Brad, that's what I was going to ask you, man.
I'll talk to that lady.
Based on Brianna's lack of cooperation and some other
Tone in the
evidence
building.
that
What's
could be
up,
addressed
family? I
soon,
appreciate you
police
pulling up.
decided
You know
to
what it
place her
is.
under round-the-clock surveillance. It didn't take long for this to pay off. Early on November 11th, just 5 days after Taylor went missing, Brianna was seen donating some of Taylor's belongings. This included stuffed animals, clothes, and even some
Ooh, did y'all hear that?
toys. Around the same, Brianna, police decided to place her under round-the-clock surveillance. It didn't take long for this to pay off. Early on November 11th, just 5 days after Taylor went missing, Brianna was seen donating some of Taylor's belongings. This included stuffed animals, clothes, and even some unopened packages of toys. Around the same time, the efforts of all the officers digging through countless heaps of trash finally paid off. They stumbled upon a box addressed to Brianna, along with certificates from the Navy with her name on them. This wasn't what they were most interested in, however. Also in the trash were several notes from the daycare center on the Navy base, requesting a change of clothes and a toothbrush for Taylor. In the trash, police also found several art projects, which police assumed had been made by Taylor. One of the projects was a handmade card from Taylor to her mother. Why Brianna didn't want these items, especially when her daughter was missing, was a mystery. There was also still the issue of what was discovered in the closet in Brianna's apartment. To say it was disturbing would be a massive understatement. One of the first things investigators noticed was a foul odor emanating from the space. It was impossible to say if this was a result of more feces found inside or the mysterious stains covering the walls and carpets. It seems a minor effort had been made to control the smell by sprinkling baking soda on the rug. Police took multiple DNA swabs from the inside of the closet, collecting samples from the walls, floors, and each stain. It would take time to receive DNA results, so they also conducted a field test to determine if any of the stains were human blood. Dismayingly, while the swabs didn't immediately indicate blood, many of the stains on the walls reacted when sprayed with luminol. Fearing the worst, police opted to have a cadaver dog brought to the apartment. However, the smell of feces and trash was so overwhelming that the dog was unable to effectively alert. Police resorted to...
What? Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We about to cook. The dog couldn't even smell what he want. It's so bad in here, the dog can't even do his job. Eula Diamond TV in the building. Christian brother in the building. Oh, man. Jordan Emma in the building. Listen to me, man. When the dog can't even do his job, and we all know all dogs got a sensitive nose. Let's get right. Ain't no way. So that means for a dog not even to be able to sniff at that level, then that means that this human had allowed this to go on so long. This woman had 2 properties, an apartment and a house. And all of this happened based off this child. I want to know in my right mind and in our right thoughts and just an understanding of an ideal. Why would she go through so much for this little girl? What made this happen? Why did she do this to this girl? There's no excuse. There's nothing to even think about the fact of thinking. It's just in my mind, we have to bring enlightenment to this because these are the people that exist in the world. This woman has on a U.S. military outfit. Let me say that again for the people in the back. This woman got a U.S. military outfit on her body. So that lets you know further that this is going on around the world. There is no place, there's no area, there's no department, there's no nothing that you can count out. She's in the army. And she just did that. And she's doing this to her daughter. Hit that like button, subscribe, family, because I'm cooking it here for real. I want you to understand. Stop thinking that there are limits to this craziness right here, because it's not. Stop thinking that there are certain people that does this. Stop thinking that Democrats are not pedos and Republicans are not pedos, because all of them are on the Epstein list. Stop thinking there's limits. It's not. This is going on your block, in your neighborhood, in your community, on your street, next door, around the corner, in the next jurisdiction. I want to know why she did this. I want to know what drove her to doing it. I want to know how the thought of her thinking that she could just do that to her daughter and go on about her life as if her daughter was a hindrance, a stumbling block, or a load, L-O-A-D, just a load of baggage on her, instead of seeing her daughter as a human being in the world ready to live her life and become more than what she is. Hit that like button, subscribe, family, because we cooking for the future. We cooking for our family. We cooking for our kids. So when you pull up on Deala T here at No Filters, I want you to understand why I'm speaking in this manner. Why we are addressing these videos that I have been addressing as of late. These things matter. Why? Because we can cook the celebrities. We can cook the sports. We can cook the producers, the movies, the people, the engineers. We can cook them all. But when it comes to everyday life, the people that you see at your gas station, at the fast food places, at your family reunions, at the parties, we cooking them. And that's what this is. Hit that like button, family, subscribe, because this cooking right here is real life. This cooking right here is next door. This cooking right here is in reach. Let's go.
Ripping out the carpet from the closet and taking it outside. In the fresh air, the dog was much more effective and alerted on the carpet right away, indicating that at least some of the stains came from human remains. This wasn't the only area that got a response. When cadaver dogs were brought to Brianna's car, they alerted in no less than 3 areas: the driver's seat, the rear seats, and trunk. When police took a closer look at the trunk of the car, they noticed that there was an unknown whitish residue on the interior. They also found a broken fingernail and an air freshener jammed into the trunk lid, which likely came from the package found in the Ivy Street house. The vehicle had a pervasive scent of cleaning chemicals. Despite the car wash, they also located some reddish dirt on the underside of the vehicle that matched the soil on the dirt road in Alabama. There was now no way to deny it. This was
Lisa
no
Baby
longer
G
a
in the
missing
building.
persons case, but rather an investigation into a death. Brianna's mother had feared this outcome all along.
I want your honest opinion on what you think is wrong.
Okay. To be honest, I think she died, flipped the switch.
What was wrong to make her flip the switch?
She don't have problem.
I never knew.
Were you aware of it or wasn't you witnessing the mouth? You were aware of it? Having some problem, even though you're saying you haven't witnessed it, but you were aware that she has one? What made you think she flipped the switch?
So I would think it.
This was no longer a missing persons case, but rather an investigation into a death. Brianna's mother had feared this outcome all along.
I want your honest opinion on what you think is wrong.
If your mama feared the outcome that you had killed your daughter, your son, all along, why your mama ain't say nothing? I'll wait. The mama felt it, didn't say nothing, didn't think nothing, and then all of a sudden it's brought to her attention and now she on that. If you thought that, why you ain't say nothing? Maya, Maria in the building, what we doing, you know what it is. Why you ain't say nothing if you knew what was up? This the grandmother. Tell you something, boy. People in my family gonna play that shit. They see, boy, they gonna say something so fast. Like, boy, what's wrong with you? What you doing? Oh, that what you want? Is you all right? Oh, no, we don't think he all right. See, people in family, they gonna tell everybody in the family you got a problem. Let me say that for the people in the back that don't get what I'm talking about. You got people in the family that when it's something, the whole family gonna talk about it. If you got a problem, something ain't right with you, on any level, let one of your cousins find out. Dorothy G in the building, you already know what we doing. Let them find out. They gonna tell your whole family about you. They gonna tell your whole damn family. So think about it for a second. I don't understand how this happened and the mother didn't tell cousins, uncles, aunties, sisters, brothers, nephew, nieces. I mean, go down the list. Great grandpa. Some people family talk so damn much, it'll go all the way to the great grandma if she's still in the land of the living. You hear me? So tell me, how do they not get to tell somebody that happened? The mother need to be locked up, the grandmother need to be locked up, and the grandfather. Because they keep saying they knew about it, but yet it happened. And they let it happen. Because y'all seen signs, but nobody checked it off the list. You seen signs, but you ain't opened up your mouth. I'm going to tell you something right now that's crazy. Somebody here today seen something so weird today, but yet you still didn't say nothing about it. And that thing is going to come to light. It's going to come to a head. And then you're going to think and say, I could have stopped that. I could have hindered that. I could have stepped in and done something before that grew out of proportion. That's real. Let's be real. This is how this happens. Somebody seen her, knew about how she was acting, never said nothing, and didn't care. You understand me? Let's keep going. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we cooking in here.
To be honest, I think she...
Mother had feared this outcome in Alabama. There was now no way to deny it. This was no longer a missing chunk. When police took... This wasn't the only area that got a response. When cadaver dogs were brought to Brianna's car, they alerted in no less than 3 areas: the driver's seat, the rear seats, and trunk. When police took a closer look at the trunk of the car, they noticed that there was an unknown whitish residue on the interior. They also found a broken fingernail and an air freshener jammed into the trunk lid, which likely came from the package found in the Ivy Street house. The vehicle had a pervasive scent of cleaning chemicals. Despite the car wash, they also located some reddish dirt on the underside of the vehicle that matched the soil on the dirt road in Alabama. There was now no way to deny it. This was no longer a missing persons case, but rather an investigation into a death. Brianna's mother had feared this outcome all along.
I want your honest opinion on what you think is wrong.
Okay. To be honest, I think she flipped the switch.
What was wrong to make her flip the switch?
She don't have a problem.
I never knew.
Were you aware of it or wasn't you? When you see them out? Were you aware of it? I haven't been problem, even though you're saying you haven't witnessed it, but you were aware of it. That's one? What make you think she did?
So I would say just speaking with her dad. He just told me. No, he just said, she gets angry at like the simple things. He just asked her to tell his girlfriend thank you, and she got so mad that she just blocked him on all social media and completely stopped talking to him.
Police plan to place Briana under arrest on November 12th, following up.
Her mama sound like she knew about it the whole time. Do you agree with me, fam? Her mama sound like she knew about it the whole time. And she still sound like she's still trying to cover up some shit. The daughter is dead. What are you covering up? That's how I know her mama knew something about it. Let me know yes right now in the comment if you believe that the mother knew about it. Yes in the comment right now with family. Yes in the house, not in the comment. Yes in the house if you believe the mother had something to do with it. Because she's still timid when she talks. And then she keep talking about what she think was happening. Dorothy G says generational dysfunction. Let me tell you about generational curses. That people got to be praying off of them. Because somebody in the family has affected the entire bloodline. That's what's going on. You understand me? The mother has something to do with it. But yet she's trying to blame the daddy to make it not look like she has something to do with it for them to think guilty by association, or guilty just knowing you knew something wasn't right and somebody died or was finna die and you was around when it happened. Hit that like button, subscribe. We in the building. Lisa Baby in the building. Jalea D, Sugar Rush in the building. You already know Lucy Lou. We in the building. Let's get right. Omega Heath in the building.
Gruesome discovery. The charges she faced at this time were child neglect and providing false information to law enforcement officials. Her chief was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected, what happens next is so shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
Get your eyes on your face right now. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Get your eyes on your face right now. The chief had to come pick her up. Pay attention. Hit that like button, subscribe. You already know what it is. We in here cooking. You see the super chat. You see the Cash App donation. I appreciate your fam. All love and support to whatever you do is love. Let's keep it going.
Chief was sent to November 12th, following a final gruesome discovery. The charges she faced at this time were child neglect and providing false information to law enforcement officials. Her chief was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected, what happens next is so shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
I hate watching bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it. There are things going on. But, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. Yeah. I mean, open up. Oh, yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Chassis napkins or something, you okay?
Fam, did you see that? Let me bring it back for fam.
The police station, the charges.
Thank you, and she got so mad that she just blocked him on all social media and completely stopped talking to him.
Police plan to place Briana under arrest on November 12th, following a final gruesome discovery. The charges she faced at this time were child neglect and providing false information to
She got in the car, Tanya, and started looking retarded.
Was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected, what happens next is so shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
I hate watching bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it. There are things going on. But, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. Yeah. I mean, open up. Oh, yeah. Chassis napkins or something, you okay?
Shout out Nene Love with the thickest. You see that? The chief pick her up. They told the chief to pick her up. Okay? The chief like, hey, listen, you've been here, you've been living your life. They've been questioning you, but now you seem like a person of interest. The moment he said you seem like a person of interest, she like, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I know, it's cool. And then all of a sudden, she finna throw up. Now, why you throwing up? Because you processing that they saying that you killed her? Or are you that slow or behind time that you didn't think you was getting charged? Or that you're a person of interest? Your body language and everything is saying it. The whole interview. You don't care about nobody, ain't been crying. You better get out of here. You better shut up. Let's go. Pay attention.
You may have expected. Her chief was sentenced on November 12th, following a final gruesome discovery. The charges she faced at this time were child neglect and providing false information to law enforcement officials. Her chief was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected, what happens next is so shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
I hate watching bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it, everything's going on. But, you know, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. Man. Open the door. Oh, yeah.
He talking about, oh, you all right? You know she ain't all right. Look at her. Ha ha. He like, open the door. Don't get it on my floor. What? She took some. Skeptic in the building. Where you been, fam? You already know. Hit that like button, subscribe. We cooking and hurt.
It was quickly becoming obvious that something was wrong with Brianna, but the chief could not have possibly predicted how dire the situation was about to become.
Teresa Irvin in the building. You ain't lying, Kashana. She took some. She didn't have to. She should have just offed herself. She had to do nothing. But why would she do that? See, hold on real quick. Why would she do that? See, that's why I chose this tonight, because I wanted you all to understand. This is a U.S. military person. Did that to their child, and then yet you want to hold on to the information. Your mama playing games like she don't know something, but we know she do. And on top of that, you got a call by your chief for your chief to escort you to the jail cell. That man said you are a person of interest. You said, I know. And all of a sudden, you over there vomiting because you took something as if you about to be on some seizure type of stuff. This sounds like some 007 shit. What's that one move? What's that? Oh, Lord. What we watching? What we watching right now? Blind Spot? Okay, Blind Spot. Is it right? Blind. Okay, so Blind Spot. That's what we watching, Netflix. Blind Spot. Shout out to Francie in the building. Fan, where you been? You already know FAM. Get comfortable. Listen to me. Blind Spot. People on there with information, just like 007, when they get caught, they take something and they die. Because the information that they're doing is so serious that they can't be caught to have to be interrogated or questioned to give that information up. Okay? So what's weird is she got in the car with her chief, and that man said you're a person of interest. She said, I know. And then all of a sudden, she's taking something. She's taking something as if she's trying to commit suicide so she don't have to tell her side. This is very deep. Because that lets me further know that this is more to it than that. Because if she just can't say what she did and just go serve her time, she got to take a pill to try to kill herself, to not never tell what happened. This is deep. Hit that like button, subscribe, because you only going to get it here with your boy Deala T and no filters. Let's go, fam.
Her chief was sent to pick her up on base and bring her to the police station for booking. However, no matter what he may have expected, what happens next is so shocking, it must have shaken him to the core.
I hate to watch some bad news, stuff like that on the news, and I hate going back and forth with it. There are things going on. But, you know, now they're saying that you're a person of interest now. Man.
What the level is here?
Open up. Oh, shit. You all right? Try some napkins or something. You okay? Awesome. Yeah, take that. I don't know why they were saying that. Let's take a second.
Nobody in the building. Big in the building. Shout out Nene Love with the stickers in the building. Trying to see what the level is myself, my G's. Let's get right. Let's get right.
It was quickly becoming obvious that something was wrong with Briana, but the chief could not have possibly predicted how dire the situation was about to become.
I bet they would say something like that. You gotta go back to your room, lay down all the time. Hey, you gotta say something. Say something. You got nothing? What? Are you okay?
See, this is a classic case of right here that I'm talking about. Look how long you seeing this goofy-ish. And that man just got a shoulder hand on him talking about, are you okay? There is no response. So how could you continuously keep asking, are you okay? And you ain't getting action or nothing? You ain't moving? You ain't doing nothing? That's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You see stuff like this and you just sitting there like, you all right? You cool? Ain't no response. What do you need to say to get a response? Well, he's just gonna say, bitch, wake the fuck up. Because you need to know what you're saying and what you're doing. Sometimes you got to wake people up. Watch your mouth, big. That's what we doing here, or get out my house. You got to wake people up, fam. Because you sitting there watching this lady that just killed her child, and you finna let her die instead of serve her time? It's better that she served time so she can feel what she did to this child than yet think you finna get the shortcut way out. If you don't care about what's going on in the world or society, you need to get out my house. If you don't care about the kids of tomorrow, you need to get out my house. Watch your mouth in my house. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam, and make sure you become a member. Because I'm going to let you in my house. But make sure you become a member. Hit that like button, subscribe, because this level of cooking you don't get in the book. We care about the kids of tomorrow because we're here to inform, to understand and be aware of what's going on each and every day. This is what's happening. Kids are dying daily. Some kids are trapped right now while we talking in here right now. Somebody's child is trapped in some house with some sick individuals. Somebody's buried somewhere for years. And they mama and daddy playing it like it's nothing. So whether you think it's real or it's not,
you need another? Want me to take another?
There was only so long the chief could wait for a coherent answer before he decided he needed to take action. And it wasn't a moment too soon, because what was coming would likely stay with him for the rest of his career, if not his life.
Take it to the ER. Right. No. Williams, talk to me, Williams, talk to me.
Just minutes later, as the pair were en route to the hospital, the worst happened.
Same pulse. Oops. No. Oh my God. Gosh. No, you're not gonna go. No. Fuck. be like that. Come on, stop.
The chief arrived at the Navy base emergency room just moments after Brianna's massive seizure, and she was still deemed to be in critical condition. There was only so much the doctors could do without knowing what was wrong with her. Brianna slipped into a coma and was placed on life support. Her condition was determined to be unstable. While Brianna's fate was up in the air, elsewhere other questions pertaining to the investigation were finally being answered. Police finished downloading the GPS data from Brianna's car. It confirmed what they suspected based on her phone records, showing that she had made 3 back-and-forth trips to the Linden, Alabama area between October 31st and the very early hours of November 3rd. Police retrieved video of Brianna getting gas along the route she took, though it was impossible to tell if Taylor was in the car with her due to the vehicle's tinted windows. They also found evidence that Brianna had stopped at a car wash on November 4th. Security footage from the business didn't show anyone else in the car with her. Most significantly, the GPS proved that Brianna's mother, Carissa, had been telling the truth. The GPS showed that while Brianna had gotten close to her mother's residence, she had not driven there. It also showed that on her final trip to Alabama, she'd spent almost 20 minutes on an out-of-the-way dirt road and wasn't far from the cemetery where Brianna's grandmother was buried. Obviously, police wanted to know why and assembled a search team consisting of police, medical professionals, and dogs to go and search just outside Linden, Alabama for themselves. The area was divided into quadrants to be excavated and sifted through. While a cadaver dog searched the area, it didn't take long for the investigators to uncover some tragic results. Partially buried in a shallow grave, police found a trash bag wrapped in a shower curtain containing a children's t-shirt covered in decomposition stains. But it was about to get worse. Just yards away, the first bones and bone fragments were found. Most of the skull was found a short distance away, along with a clump of human hair that might have been Taylor's. The remains had been scattered and seriously damaged by animal activity. As a result, police were only able to recover a small portion of what they suspected to be Taylor's body. However, they would have to wait on DNA testing to prove it, since the remains were almost completely skeletal. Police were pretty sure about how the body came to be in Alabama, but the only person who could confirm their theory was Brianna, and she remained in critical condition. A search of Brianna's quarters on the Navy base led investigators to believe that Brianna had ingested laundry detergent. Once they knew what they were treating her for, doctors were able to more effectively intervene and saved Brianna's life. Once she was discharged from the hospital, she was brought back to the police station and given one more chance to tell her side of the story.
You need to make coffee or anything? You want coffee? Soda, water? Nothing? Okay.
Just like before, Brianna quickly made herself as comfortable as possible and appeared to try to go to sleep. This time, though, she only had to wait about 20 minutes before detectives came in to talk with her.
Yeah. Good morning. I need to sit up and go over some paperwork again, okay? Then I'm gonna go over the rest of your rights with you, okay? And I want you to just acknowledge that you understand. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. You understand that? I'm gonna need a yes or no, okay? Is that a yes? Okay.
The detectives advised Brianna of the rest of her rights once again.
Hey Brianna, did the nurse assist you with your throat issue that you were telling me about at the hospital?
A little bit. Does it feel better today? Not complete. Are you normally just quiet all the time, just real low key, don't do a lot of talking? I am too, I'm kind of shy. Can you tell? Can you tell? First of all, we need to have a good conversation, so I'm gonna need you to sit up from that thing over there, stop leaning on that wall and talk to me, okay? Look at me when we're talking. We've had an investigation going on for a while. Our investigation has led us to some things in Alabama, okay? And what we need to do today with you is we need to talk about what's going on out there. Now, where in Alabama are you from? Are you from Alabama? Is that a yes? You gotta say yes or no to me, okay? I can't have head dialogues and we can't have misunderstanding. Are you from Alabama? You don't want to talk? Okay. You're tired, you don't want to talk. So you don't want to talk to the police at all? Okay.
With that anticlimactic end to the interview, Brianna followed her pattern of behaviors throughout the case and went back to sleep. Ultimately, police didn't need Brianna's cooperation in order to answer their remaining questions. 4
Tasha
days
in the
after
building,
this
I see
failed
you,
attempt
fam.
to speak with Brianna, on November 25th, DNA testing proved the remains found in the Alabama
appreciate you,
woods
Dorothy G.
belonged
is
to
love.
Taylor. As a result, Brianna was now facing charges of murder due to the poor condition of the remains and the fact that the searchers were only able to recover about 10% of Taylor's skeleton. It was impossible to determine a cause of death. However, analysis of her tooth enamel and skull showed evidence of serious malnutrition. They also couldn't provide an exact time of death and were only able to say that the little girl had passed anywhere from several weeks to several months ago, between May and November 2019. Given that the rate of decomposition is dependent on the size of the human and environmental factors, decomposition can start as early as 24 hours after death or as late as 72 hours after death. In conditions where the body isn't exposed to the sun and is in a climate-controlled environment, it would take at least 4 weeks for the body to begin to skeletonize. In this particular case, Taylor was a small, malnourished child and covered with a plastic shower curtain. This would slow down the rate of decomposition by locking in moisture and protecting the remains from bugs and direct sunlight. The issue of knowing the rate of decomposition in this case is the variable of animal activity, which could expose the remains to the elements at different rates. If her remains had no indication of animal activity, were wrapped in plastic and placed in the shallow grave shortly after time of death, it could take over 30 days to begin to see skeletonization. It's a very real possibility that the little girl starved to death, locked in a closet by her mother and left to waste away in filth. The reason for the stains on the closet walls would remain a mystery though, without a determined cause of death. In September 2022, Brianna pled guilty to second-degree murder. Though her attorney repeatedly requested she face a reduced sentence due to her exemplary military record, she was sentenced to life in prison. Though her incarceration will do nothing to bring her daughter back, at least justice for the innocent little girl was served.
No offense.
Woo, that's crazy work, man. Because to be real with you, it's different because now that we understand that that's what's going on in the earth, that means that somebody else is going through that too. It ain't just her. Like that happened and that was them, but then when you think about it, that's a real thing that's going on in the earth that me and you live in today. So we always got to know that we have to bring enlightenment to darkness. Because there's people like that in the military, Marines, Navy, whatever you want to call it, that's out here, got kids. They probably went through something. Shout out to you, MF and Sean. Shout out to you, fam, for subscribing. You already know what it is. It's just the fact that we knowing that it's not just celebrities, all of this. It's like regular people. Because again, before you a celebrity, you a regular. It don't even matter. Don't matter at all. You're a regular. So you become a celebrity, then that's your death. That's what you sign up for. But if you look at this is more worse because this is still what happens right now. This is still what we looking at now, fam. This ain't just, them. This is like a real thing that's going on. So as you look at that, you got to see like there's no way that it even matters for us to even still think that that's not a real thing happening in the world. We have to bring enlightenment to darkness. We have to inform, understand, and be aware. But there's actually no reason in the world that you sitting there talking about you killing your daughter and then you just sitting back for days. And then your mother and your father, they might not have known about what you did, but they knew that your little weird self was on this and that. So because of that, it makes you think even more how deep this situation really is. And these are the things that's going on today. Feel me? So I want to know what y'all think, fam. Whether that story was back then or today, that's what's going on. As always, with your boy, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Deala T and my fam here, and no filters. Y'all make sure y'all have a great weekend and get back with me Monday through Friday. We doing that. Y'all be safe and good night.